Welcome back. This is Built Mike's Way, and I'm Mike. And today our wide body kit by Maier finally came in, and we're going to show you how we got to this point. So let's get to it.
Dun dun dun!
I got a big box. I got a big box. I got a big. It's not full of dirt either. So I've actually waited 16 weeks for this one particular box. I knew what I wanted. I wanted a certain kit, and it's worth paying the extra money. I could have bought a cheaper one. Two quarter panels and two fenders. I'd say they're pretty light. This is the passenger side fender.
What is it made out of?
Fiberglass.
And it really doesn't matter that the rest of the car is not fiberglass?
Nope. Corvettes are fiberglass, some metal, some plastic. But when you do buy these, they don't come with holes. So you have to drill that stuff. There's no holes in here. There are no holes in here. There's no mid brace mount to adjust the fender, so just things to keep in mind. Even across here, there's a bunch of holes and there's none there, so that means you gotta drill them, mark them, put them in the right spot. It's pretty important.
Is fiberglass hard to drill?
Nope, it's super easy.
Barely an inconvenience?
Not a big deal. Nope, it's something I already knew I was getting into. When you buy these, you just know that's coming. So these are the rear quarters, and you have to put Zeus fastener spots in these.
Zeus?
Yep, they're called Zeus fasteners. This is the passenger side, obviously, because there's a gas door.
Are you satisfied?
I am pretty satisfied. So we'll see how they fit. Coming soon. This thing is looking wicked. I'm gonna use good old Klinkos to get this started. They're 1/8" hole. If you gotta plug it in your steel or your fiberglass, it's not that big a deal. So that's what we're gonna start with. I guarantee you, I'm not gonna have it lined up in the right place the first time. So we're just gonna kinda get her going. All right, I got a Klinko in basically each corner. Now I'm gonna try to figure out my width, but I think I'm gonna roll the car back and bring in the front end and see if we can kind of get it hung on easily. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a pain in the ass, but let's give it a go. Okay, it's about as good a shot as I can get you. Now that we got our spacing pretty close, like our corners pretty close, like you just gotta start getting everything lined up. And as you do it, it will naturally start coming together. Okay, that's a good start. All right, that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna roll this thing outside so we can work on the rear quarters. But we gotta disassemble this again. Okay, I got the pretty much lined up pretty good this way. I mean, there's still a little bit I'll have to do. I am on the SVO, it has this extra length. Most Mustang stuff just ends right here. But since this is attached to the bumper, I'm gonna have to cut this and then have to kind of work that in. So I'll have to figure out how to modify this bumper. But turned out not too bad. This has got to be adjusted a little bit, but you know, it's not, it's, you know, the finish on the fenders is really good, actually, I think. I've seen a lot of fenders come and they're just really wavy, especially in areas like that have like body lips. They are terrible. So I am really happy with that so far. When I ordered these, I knew it wasn't going to fit to the stock bumper like that, so that's on me. And now it's time to get this rear quarter panel. It's nice outside. I'm going to do it outside. That's about as far as we can go without cutting the rear quarter panels, which is what's up next on the chopping block. I'm going to cut the quarter panels so we can get it all the way down to the bump stop, and then I'm going to remove the bump stop and get it all the way down to the frame, and basically that's going to tell us where we need to patch our tub arch again after cutting the flares off. So it's time to cut up a perfectly nice quarter panel. I've cut a lot of quarter panels, but not ones that were this nice. So let's get to it. That's probably like stage 1 cut. All right, let's go cut the other side. Damn cars are like, always got to take a little bit of blood sacrifice, you know? All right, wheels back on. Looks like we removed, I'd say about 2 inches. So that'll put us 2 inches lower than it was a minute ago. And let's check it out. Okay, we're sitting on bump stops now. Let's see what the quarter panel looks like. So it's starting to really come together. This is probably going to be about ride height. And it's just tucking the top of the tire a little more up front. So yeah, looks good. All right, here we go. This is cut number 2. I'm all the way at the top of my flare. I mean, I just want you guys to know what you got to do to get this kit going. And I think that's where I'm going to stop. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out in a minute. Let's keep going. You know, I'm out here trying to trim in my bumpers, you know, make my bumpers look good. I was using a razor blade and got a little spicy with it, and you know, as you can tell where the trail starts, this is about where I said oh shit. I mean, actually I probably said it back there, but yeah, yep. The Mustang has definitely drawn blood for the second time. I will wait for the wife to get home and tell me if I need to go get stitches or not. And it's already got blood, sweat, and tears, so it should be downhill from here, right? Let's freaking go. I'm gonna take a little break and get back at it. All right, welcome back, Built Mike's Way. I'm Mike, and we're back on the wide body Mustang today. As you can see, this is day 2. It's looking really well. This is about ride height right now. I'm gonna take a look at some suspension stuff, see if I can notch the rear frame before I get into the floorboard. I might have to make some new adjustable control arms or buy an adjustable kit. That's definitely an option. I do gotta fudge around the quarter panel a little bit, like how it's sticking out just right here. Needs to go back about a ½ inch, and after that we're gonna start getting permanent with some stuff. But I'm happy with this, but I wish it could go a little lower in the rear. It's hard to tell because I've got it up on jack stands right now, but it's pretty low. Yeah, so it's looking really good. The front fenders are on pretty close. I've got the front bumper all mounted up to the front of the fenders. I'm waiting on some rust kill stuff and to do the jams for the doors, and we'll get the doors on and get the final alignment on the front fenders. But it's looking pretty good up there. So now we just need to detail some stuff out on this side. So let's get to it. All right, let me lower it down, and this is gonna basically be bottomed out. Alright, I got 3 Klinkos back here where I'm really liking this. It's tucked up nice back here. We are going to have to trim this in real nice, but I'm happy there's extra material. I want to take it back a little bit just so it looks a little better. Now we got to start working on this side. Okay, let me show you what I did here. So I always started with this body line. I lined it up, drilled the hole straight through. I got a corner piece in, I shoved this in, so I got that closed up where I wanted it and got this kicked out. So that's looking pretty good. You can remove this now and it doesn't move. I got the back basically smoothing up right here with the bumper. If I need to put a little fill on this, I don't care, but yeah, this is looking pretty good. I'll trim this up, make this nice and even. Yeah, no, it's looking good. This is nice and flat. They leave extra on so you can trim this up to your own style, how you want to do it. We're looking good right there. Yeah, I'm really happy with the fit. Let's go make the other side match. We're going to do the same thing, and I'll get back with you after that. Okay, here we go. These are the fasteners we're going to use. Check these guys out. It wasn't free, but Wedge Motorsports, wedgemotorsports.com. Check them out. They're great fasteners. It's hard to get this to focus, but these are made in the US, so I love them. So let's get to it. I think these are going to work really, really well. So nice. So these never fall out and get lost. I bought the springs, everything. So let's get to it. Yeah, so these are gonna be a pain in the butt to get installed, but we'll get there. It's just gonna take a little time. Okay, gotta get the old rivet gun out. So 2 rivets, I flattened them off really, really good. You are gonna have to adjust the spring to where it works for you. Otherwise, you're gonna have a struggle. So I'm gonna go get some vice grips and I'm gonna set them. That thing ain't going nowhere. All right, well, we're gonna start getting after it. Okay, as you can see, I'm kind of laying out my grind areas. Trying to get this figured out. Perfect. They're right in a line with each other, so I'm really liking that. We got 2 spots, 2 Zeus fasteners done, so now we're gonna get back here and try to get a couple more done, and we'll just keep plugging along. All right, as you can see, the quarter panels are looking really good. We got all the Zeus fasteners in these, and then next time we're gonna do the front fenders, but until then, that's all we got for the wide body kit. So make sure you stick around next time and I'll show you all those small parts, all the little brackets I made to make it look really the best it possibly can. The fiberglass work is really good on these, so they're a nice kit. See you next time.
The wide body kit finally arrived. Well, obviously a while ago because Mike's been working hard at it. There we go.